Welcome to the Below Football Kaizer family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Column: Cedric Kaz defiance adds heat to Kaizer Chiefs title chase. Kaizer Chiefs co-coaches Cedric Kaz and Khalil Ben Youssef have indirectly declared themselves as the domestic league title contenders, saying their critics will come to apologize by season end. Image, backpage pics. You have to give it to Cedric Kaz. It must have taken guts and a great deal of boiling frustration for him to say what he said on Tuesday night. But for his own sake, I hope the chickens do not come home to roost. Deep in the bowels of FNB Stadium on Tuesday night, Kaz claimed, "I am giving you, his critics, until the end of the season. We'll meet, and I am pretty sure everyone will apologize." His remarks came after he was asked whether he and co-coach Khalil Ben Youssef felt they were trusted enough by everyone associated with Kaizer Chiefs. While the Burundian explained that they were trusted and supported internally, he said it was the outside noise, from certain coaches and members of the media, that disrespected them as Chiefs coaches. Like any other coach, Kaz has every right to feel frustrated at being undermined as one of the leaders of one of the biggest clubs in Africa, especially given the qualifications that he and Ben Youssef possess. But at Chiefs, he must remember, you act first and talk later. That's how you earn respect and leverage. Third on the log and just 2 points behind pace-setters mamelodi Sundowns after 14 games, Chiefs have undeniably had one of their best starts to a season in years, especially after failing to finish in the top 8 in back-to-back campaigns. But that doesn't mean anything. Zilch. Kaz knows the title race is still a long way from being decided and therefore cannot afford to put his head on the block by declaring Chiefs outright challengers as the campaign enters its latter stages. That caution spoke of a man playing it safe, wary of being burned should things go south. So for him to suggest that people will eat humble pie by from Academy to Africa, Thulani Mabeso's Kaizer Chiefs dream gains momentum. Kaizer Chiefs touched down in Zambia on Saturday afternoon for their CAF Confederation Cup group stage clash against Zesco United on Sunday, 3 p.m. kickoff, with two recent youth graduates, Thulani Mabeso and Takalani Mazamba, in the senior team squad, continuing the club's vow of fulfilling dreams. Reserve team products who cut their teeth in the youth ranks, Mabeso and Mazamba are the latest youngsters to be integrated into the senior team structures after the club made a significant number of promotions in recent years. These include regular first-team players Mfundo Vilakazi, Duduzi Shabalala and Aiden McCarthy, while Wandile Duba, Kozinga Nkobo and Bruce Bvuma. With Chiefs having had a quiet transfer window, the integration of the duo into the first team is expected to come in handy as McCarthy seeks success on all fronts, including on the continent, where they are chasing their first win in Group D against Zesco after losing to Al Masry and drawing with Zamalek. The trip to Ndola may be Mabeso's first international journey with the senior team for a competitive fixture, but he previously traveled with the squad during their preseason tour of the Netherlands in winter. His hard work and dedication, both in training and with the reserve team, paid dividends on Tuesday night when he made his professional debut for the club in their 1-0 Betway premiership win over Lamontville Golden Arrows at home. Mabeso, who worked his way up from the club's U15 side to the senior team, made an impressive start to life at McCarthy. He dictated play in midfield and came close to scoring on debut, with his long-range effort saved by goalkeeper Thakasani Mbanjwa. "I think everyone knows that playing for Chiefs is everyone's dream," Mabeso said on the club's website after his official debut. "From the moment I stepped onto the pitch, I told myself to believe, because in life sometimes you only." Chiefs land quality 6, inside Manana's game. After Kaizer Chiefs completed the signing of Kosa Maniana on loan from Cape Town City, the SIA crew has insight on what the 20-year-old has to offer. Maniana became McCarthy's first signing of the current January transfer window, albeit on loan, with City Chairman John Comaitis revealing to this publication that the Soweto Giants have an option to buy him at the end of the season. The Citizens Academy graduate was snatched by United States of America side Cincinnati on loan in January 2025 before he could make his senior debut for the Mother City outfit. Read, Chiefs add midfield depth with Meniana loan move. However, the American side didn't exercise their option to keep him permanently. Meniana made 9 appearances for Cincinnati reserves in the MLS Next Pro before returning to City at the beginning of the current campaign. Last season when we were going through the relegation fight he wasn't here, he was in the United States. We waited for him to come back from America. When he came back he joined the first team at the beginning of our NFD season. An insider at the Citizens explained to the SIA crew. He's a very good player, we know him from the youth already, he played in the DDC. He just wasn't up to speed when he came back, he came a little bit later, after preseason. Everyone was already up to speed, coming from America, he was not there yet. But in terms of quality, he's a quality player, good guy, pleasure to train, does not give problems, good kid with a good potential, let's see how fast they can get him up to speed. Read, official, Pirates duo join Betway Prem side. A SIA source at City continued and lifted the lid on what the South Africa junior international has to offer on the pitch. He's a defensive midfielder, he sits a little bit, he is very comfortable on the ball, he's a really good first receiver. When you play out from the back and you've got someone like him in front of the backline. History created by Aiden McCarthy. Aiden McCarthy entered the Premier Soccer League and Kaizer Chiefs history books on Tuesday evening when he scored Emekassi's lone goal in their 1-0 home league win against Golden Arrows, to begin 2026 on a winning note and move up to third in the league standings. McCarthy, who scored his first senior goal for the club, became the second member of his family to score in a league game for Emekassi, joining his father, Fabian McCarthy. They become the first father and son duo to score for Chiefs against the same opponents in the PSL era, which commenced in 1996-97. McCarthy Sr. scored for Emekassi in a 3-1 away win over Abafana Besthenda at Kings Park in Durban on September 14, 2005. The history is not lost on Aiden, who says, "It's quite interesting. I was 2 years old when my dad scored against Arrows in 2005, and knowing that I emulated him makes it historic. I was not aware that he had done that, and I was not expecting that I would do the same." The younger McCarthy was also pleased to open his goal-scoring account for Chiefs, saying, "It is amazing that my first goal happened against a team that my father also scored against, as it was my first goal for the club and will be one for the history books, one to remember." He also shares the special message he received from his father, revealing, "It is also ironic that before the game, my dad sent a message and said I should get on the score sheet." Kaz, he is a player with character. Kaizer Chiefs gave their DDC captain, Thulani Cash Mabeso, a senior team debut on Tuesday night in their Betway Premiership League 1-0 win over Golden Arrows at the FNB Stadium. Talking to the media in the post-match press conference, coach Cedric Kaz praised the youngster, saying that he is a player with character who likes playing going forward, not backwards. Read, Mokazi's club confirms new SA signing. "I think he's a player that showed us that he can be consistent because the biggies." Former Kaizer Chiefs transfer target the hero as Nigeria's Super Eagles clinch record-extending AFCON bronze after Liverpool superstar Mohamed Salah and Manchester City's Omar Marmush flop. After falling to beat Morocco in the post-match penalties in the semi-final, this time around, the Super Eagles were sharp as they outclassed the Pharaohs. The West Africans clinched a record-extending AFCON bronze medal following their win over Salah-led Egypt. Now that the battle for bronze has been settled, all eyes are on the ultimate prize, which will be contested for on Sunday between Senegal and the hosts, Morocco. Nigeria outclass Egypt. Nigeria are the Africa Cup of Nations bronze medalists after beating Egypt 4-2 in the third-place playoffs through post-match penalty shootouts in Casablanca on Saturday. After a goalless draw in regulation time, the teams went straight to the penalty kicks, where Nigeria reigned supreme, clinching a record-extending AFCON bronze medal. After a goalless draw in regulation time, the teams went straight to the penalty kicks, where Nigeria reigned supreme, clinching a record-extending AFCON bronze medal. Although the Super Eagles missed their first penalty, they were precise in the subsequent ones and managed to win the bronze medal. The opposite can be said of Egypt, who were let down by their English Premier League stars. Meanwhile, the Pharaohs enjoyed moments of dominance in the early stage of the first half, but they failed to make use of their advantage of giant ball possession. As Egypt pressed, the Nigerians were left with no choice but to attempt orthodox means to stop their opponents from wreaking havoc. One particular moment is when Bright Osei Samuel made a rough challenge, and the referee, Jalal Jade, was left with no option but to give the Egyptians a free kick in the 12th minute. Just like it was the case with their earlier chances, the record AFCON champions lost also this one as Mustafa Mohamed sent his effort wide and Chiefs Kaizer. Some teams think they are entitled to win. They do everything to make things happen,